We're in León, Mexico. It's the largest city in Guanajuato, and we're going to see Daniel Arenas. He lived in America for 14 years. From the time he's 4 to the time he's in high school. He found out he couldn't get into college in America because it was undocumented, and so he came back here to Mexico, and he started an organization called Dream in Mexico.
But this is the office. This is where we have the phones and the computer.
Arenas left his family in South Carolina before DACA became law under President Obama. He earned his college degree in international relations here in Mexico while starting a support group to help people like him.
It's an organization that we founded in 2011, and we're helping those that are returning to Mexico and those that are being deported to Mexico so they can continue to accomplish their goals here in Mexico and continue with their life project.
León, you got the stadiums, you got downtown. It's, in a lot of ways, the downtown is even more sophisticated than Detroit, where we're from. Why would your family leave León to go to the United States?
Mexico has been changing a lot. So a lot of people that are in the U.S. right now, maybe a lot of them left when in the early 90s. León's been growing, so the way it is right now wasn't how it was before. Like my family, they're from a rural community. A lot of people here in Mexico that live in the rural communities, now the farming is not such a good industry to be in, so that's why some people are going to the U.S. to find better economic opportunities.
Arenas said there are job opportunities for bilingual deportees, some in customer service for American companies that have outsourced their work to Mexico.
This is where the call center is at. It's this, you'll be able to see it. It's here in León and other cities in Mexico, there's call centers, and they take calls and they talk to clients from the U.S. You can be in the U.S., you can call the customer service line, but you're not talking to someone that's in the U.S., you're talking to someone that's here in Mexico and in León as well.
We went back to the call center to talk to some of the workers taking a break from listening to American satellite TV subscribers. These 4 have spent many years in the U.S. This one says he still has a home in Colorado. You'd rather be in Denver?
Yes.
What you doing here?
I was from San Antonio. Some stuff that I'm taking care of here. It's a long story.
The call center workers we talked to are all considered dreamers in Mexico. A different, more broadly used term here, where a dreamer is anyone who grew up in the U.S., but for whatever reason had to come back. You did high school where?
In El Paso.
In El Paso? Where's that?
Texas.
Texas. El Paso. Gotcha.
El Paso, yeah.
And what about you?
Actually, I'm a U.S. citizen, and I'm from Austin, Texas, but I'm just here because of my family, too.
You're a U.S. citizen and your family lives here in León?
Yes.
This call center worker said he's 18, deported from San Antonio just 3 months ago, telling us it was because of a burglary charge. People act like America, the American dream is like the biggest thing you can have, but I mean, this is a city, there's stuff here, right?
I know, but it's not like really good. I mean, look at the cars here, and over there you see like brand new cars everywhere you go. That's one thing I see.
Everything is older and not as fancy, not as sophisticated.
Yeah.
According to Daniel Arenas, while the pay is higher at call centers than a lot of jobs here, there's considerable turnover. Hearing Americans complain about their relatively minor customer service issues can be tough to take. So the call centers keep recruiting. With the uncertainty of DACA back in the U.S., they could soon have a lot more bilingual speakers to choose from. So if things go badly, you're going to be here to help maybe a lot of people.
Yes, a lot of undocumented people that are living in the U.S., but I mean, maybe even possibly helping U.S. citizens, right? That have been living for generations in the U.S. Maybe they might want to consider moving to Mexico, which is already happening, right?
At least one study does show more of the undocumented are now returning to Mexico than coming to the U.S. As more dreamers return, some will find themselves at the call centers, but maybe they'll consider college in Mexico.
And it's an accepted letter from this university and the scholarship.
That's the message of this recruiting video targeting dreamers Arenas showed us during our visit.
So it's very interesting. Now he's getting off the bus, and we don't know where he's going, but
he's going to university.
He's going to the University of Monterrey, and now he may have like a friend, right? It's empowering. I mean, when you return and you weren't able to do things in the U.S. and you're able to do them here, not alone, but with your family.
If somebody said you can go back, would you go?
If it depends on what type of.
You have a
situation.
degree.
Uh-huh.
You're bicultural, bilingual. If the consulate or whoever, immigration
Yes.
said, here's your papers, you can
The
go
visa,
back
yes.
to the United States right now, would you
I
go?
could consider it, yes. Yeah.
You got a little happy there. It looked like, yeah,
No,
I'd
it's
go.
true, it's true, yeah. And I mean, I think that a lot of people that you talk to, they'll be able to say yes. I mean, I could consider it.